Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm telling you like it is, with a bit of sarcasm and a whole lot of exaggeration. Please take 1 second to subscribe to my YouTube channel because it's an easy and mostly painless way of encouraging me to make more videos. And check out my newsletter and shop below. So, crazy parents. 1. Sara the snake. Sara just peacefully slithers along life. There doesn't seem to be much remarkable about her, until one of her children is threatened in any shape or form. Then she strikes. She's got passive-aggressive venom, and she's not afraid to let it sink in. You might not have meant to offend her, but she will pretty much bite your head off, then slither off on her merry way. 2. Catherine the chameleon. Catherine knows how to adapt to every situation to make others look bad. Everyone has at least grudging respect for her because she's an underground hustler and not to be messed with. She can have you committing to make 500 brownies and have you apologizing because she says she was the one who was supposed to bring them. Her husband is usually an apologetic shadow of a man, and her children are just as polished as she is until they're out of her sight. But don't ever tell her children have been misbehaving. She'll have you apologizing for misinterpreting the situation. Once again. 3. Miranda the moth. Miranda gets overwhelmed by just about everything. She flutters around, making sure that all of her children are okay and freaking them out in the process. Her kids were taught that loud cries are to be produced and to be expected after any minor fall. Any sniffle is a life-threatening disease, any hunger is to be fed with a 5-course meal, and any meteorological chill factor involves bundling up to the point where they'd have to trip on their own 2 feet to actually get outside. Not that they'd want to, after her diatribe on the dangers of the outside world. Snow, strangers, and sneezes, oh my. 4. Kiera the koala. Kiera adores her children, beyond the point of nausea. On the first day of kindergarten, she's the parent who has to be torn away from the child. Her children seem desperate enough to run away anyway, but Kiera seems very intent to keep them under her thumb and always touching it. 5. Cassidy the cougar. Cassidy is a total MILF to her son's friends, a mom I'd like to fraternize with, obviously. She likes showing off her latest mani-pedi, and even if she's done nothing too recent to her stomach, she'll often let it air out, even if it's the dead of winter. She has no boundaries. Well, that's just hearsay, obviously. 6. Brianna the blue jay. Brianna is very nurturing with her kids. As long as they're under the age of 5, she nearly chews their food for them, and then wants them out of the nest and into the nearest school. She highly believes in learning from your own mistakes, and she might be there if they fall, crash, and burn. Might. Now she's hoping for grandkids, as long as they stay young. 7. Gerald the chicken. Gerald is a natural nitpicker. She doesn't mean to make anyone second-guess themselves, but second-guessing is an art form for her, and she's a living Picasso. The man, not the painting. Are you sure your room is clean? Maybe you should wear a hat, sunscreen, pack an extra bathing suit, just in case. Going out with her requires packing essentials, in case the apocalypse happens when you're out and about. Just in case. 8. Raina the rabbit. Raina just loves babies. Really, she just loves babies. Once they grow up, she'll just have another one. She's always bouncing around from task to task with effortless optimism. She's happy having a large, bustling family, even if the other kids have enough siblings and enough babysitting experience. 9. Thomas the turtle. If Thomas could hide from the rest of the world forever, he would. Instead, his aquarium is crowded by kids and wife who screw with his feng shui. Actually, everything screws with his feng shui, especially his thoughts, as witnessed through any discussion with him. But, fair warning, if he's up to something, let him do it at his own pace. Even if unlocking a window takes him 5 minutes of observing the locking mechanism first. Hey, it could have radically changed since last fall. 10. Gladys the goldfish. Gladys grounds her kids 10 times a day, but never punishes any of them. She's so overwhelmed by the schedules of her 3 children that they are never on time for anything, even school, even if it's been 3 months and it always starts at 9. You've never witnessed her take a full breath, and doubt her lungs remember how to. 11. William the wolf. William expects respect, decorum, and basic decency from his kids. Issue is, times have changed, and He hasn't. His wife jokingly rolls her eyes at his mentions of the patriarchy. His kids do so unironically. He gets what he wants at surface level, as long as everyone else gets what they want. And behind his back, they pretty much do. 12. Clementine the Crow. Clementine truly believes in outward signs of success. Her kids might not get the best grades, but they have all the newest technologies and clothes. Her husband, as a fellow crow, might be involved in some shady business, but she asks absolutely no questions. She's too busy updating her Instagram with her latest travel pics to Hawaii. Naturally. 13. Sam the Sloth. Sam believes in 3 modes of being: barely working, TV with beer, and sleep. He could be mistaken for a deadbeat dad, but he's there. Barely. 14. Edie the Eagle. She may seem super calm, but don't be fooled. She sees everything. What her kids are up to, what other kids are up to, what teachers are up to. Her kids aren't necessarily very bright, but oddly enough, a phone call from Edie ends up with kids plus very good grades. A very strange equation. Edie basically fights for what she wants tooth and nail, or beak and very, very long manicured nail. So that was a funny rant about crazy parents. If you love this video, please take 5 seconds to like it and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And tell me below, what's another type of crazy parent out there? Let's keep the collection growing. Thanks, guys.